this video, I ran into Randy, a friend of mine who I met some time ago. Randy and we met in Birmingham. That was
FGS in Birmingham.
That's right, FGS in Birmingham. Oh, that's right. There's a story behind that one, and we'll just leave that for a later date. Randy's been doing genealogy research for about, 30 years?
35.
35
yeah,
years?
Since I was in grade school.
And so during that time in grade school, you were doing it in grade school. So all of you out there who are questioning if the youth are interested or not, he was doing it in grade school. So in all of the research that you've done, is there anything that you just took you off to a complete shock, or?
As far as kind of going off on a tangent, I'd say just right off the bat, one of my initial interests when I first got involved with it was the story that my paternal grandmother was Native American. She's supposed to be 100% Native American.
Okay.
And as I've researched more and more, I found out that wasn't the case. And the story shifted to, well, maybe she was half Native American, or a quarter. And so far I found no evidence of that at all, other than she looked it, so therefore she must have been Native American. But that's really gotten me, for the longest time I actually knew the least about her family than any of the other lines I'd researched.
Oh, really?
Because I was hitting snags with her parents and her heritage. But me pounding on that wall for so long really helped build the skills to push back on all the other lines.
Okay.
I've since gone back now with the advent of DNA testing and even the admixture stuff, admixture analysis. And I have 1.5% to 2% Native American DNA. It's above that noise threshold.
Right.
And we actually look at, rather than just the total amount, but you actually look at the chromosome browser to see where the segments are.
Okay.
It's not just a bunch of individual bits. They're actually two long segments that total up to about 1.5% of my DNA. So I have this Native American DNA that, from what I can tell, actually does come from her. I believe it's from her dad's side, not from her mother's side.
Right.
And it's a case of, I don't know if the stories had a kernel of truth in them,
right,
or if they were true coincidentally.
Right, because sometimes we'll end up hearing the story, and that'll send us off on that research path because we're trying to prove that story, and then once we're there, we realize that that's not the case.
Right.
And so what you found in that tangent that shot you off on was you weren't really sure, then no, and now with the DNA analysis, you're able to look at it and say, maybe there is a possibility.
Right, but it's going to be several generations back from anyone's immediate knowledge. So again, I don't know if it was said because we did know, or someone did know, that was in the more distant past, or it was just believed that was the case.
Do you think they came up with that idea, or that story started because of maybe the way that she looked, her facial features?
I don't think so. I think it was probably because her parents were a little bit of a mystery to us. I don't know. I don't know a lot about her life and times when she was younger, or her immediate family. I have filled in some of the details, but I really don't know where those stories originate. So it's just what had been told to me by my father and my aunts.
Okay. All right. Well, let's stop with the genealogy side. Let's have some fun. You ready?
Okay. All right.
Okay. So, I need for you to explain to me the difference between a geek and a nerd. Okay, guys, listen up, because you know that I have a problem with this one.
That's going to be... I know there are proper definitions for that. There's a full Venn diagram layout of that, which itself is a bit geeky.
I was going to say.
But there are differences between them. I want to say I've seen different definitions: socially awkward versus socially comfortable.
Right.
Focus on a particular topic versus a broad general knowledge. I think so it varies between those. I don't know the exact definitions.
Okay.
Geeky sounds better because it sounds like you have an interest in things, rather than a nerd might be fixated.
That's true. Ooh, I like that. I like that definition. I like it.
But I leave it to the viewer to decide.
Okay, you guys decide. Geek, nerd, what's the difference? All right, ready for some rapid fire?
All right, let's go.
All right, we're going to some rapid fire. You guys ready? Okay, so in honor, I have to say this. In honor of, as it's been pointed out to me, that this Friday will be, may the 4th be with you. Star Wars Day is actually this Friday, and you know I have no clue the difference sometimes between Star Wars and Star Trek, not track. So in honor of that, some of these questions are going to pertain to that, okay?
All right.
R2-D2 or Chewie?
R2-D2. or Chewie, not C-3PO. Ooh. Chewy.
Chewy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. Burgers or chicken sandwiches?
Oh, burgers.
Burgers. And Hulk versus Doomsday?
Hulk.
Hulk. What is it? DC Comics versus Marvel? Marvel.
On the movie front, we'd have to go Marvel.
Okay. Best movie you've seen?
Best movie I've seen ever
Yes.
of all time.
Of all time.
Oh, jeez. Oof. That's a tough one. Can we narrow it down?
Okay, let's go action.
Action movie.
Okay, this is even harder than I thought.
Yeah, I know.
Okay,
There's lots of movies like if they're on,
Right.
and there's several of those where if I'm flipping channels and it's on, I have to stop and watch it even if I own it. So
Okay.
action movie, Die Hard.
Die Hard.
Die
Okay.
Hard. I'm thinking which ones I own or something. Yeah, Die Hard.
Okay, favorite DC character?
DC character.
Well, I've stumped him on this. I'm really proud of myself.
Oh, probably Batman maybe.
Batman?
Because of the toys and the money and the free time.
The money. Favorite Marvel?
That's another tough one. I haven't really thought about comics. Probably Deadpool currently. Yeah.
Okay. And favorite character, Star Wars character to dress up for Halloween?
Oh, probably Chewie as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Star Trek?
Star Trek? Those are probably easier. That would just be like probably Spock.
Spock.
Yeah,
All
why
right.
not?
All right, cool. Thank you for doing this. I appreciate it. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, good. Thanks, guys.